Oh, Gail, that was quick. How did you do that? That's unbelievably quick. There's no way you got a notification that fast. Are you going to tell me how you did it, Gail? You were already on? When I was setting it up in the back room. Amazing. I don't know how that works some days. Alright, so what happened here today? I'm ready for the pour. That's what happened here today. I gotta go and do paperwork now. I gotta get caught up here. I'm not doing any more work outside. I'm damp, I'm cold. It's not a nice day. I really should be raking and stuff like that, but it can wait. So I'll back up so you can see this. As you can see, we have a canopy that's screwed to the wall, ready to be unrolled in case it rains tomorrow. I've got a rope up attached. Oh, sorry, went right by it. Attached to there. So it's going to be like a little bit of a tent. So this whole area will be tented if it rains tomorrow. I got the frame out. It made it a lot bigger. As you can tell, the opening is much bigger now. It's like 8 inches wider, over 8 inches wider, and it's over a foot taller now. It's a big difference on the opening. Actually, now the log is exposed that's here, that was here before, obviously, and that is going to be the ceiling of the front. So even with the concrete poured in here, like I've got 18 inches above my head, so when the concrete gets in here, I'll still have a foot above my head to the log, as you can see. So that's basically the ceiling of the front, is this right here, because I've got the canopy screwed in to that log. So we're ready, like totally ready for the concrete guy tomorrow. But I did not anticipate how hard it was to remove the old door, the old frame. I when I did this over 20 years ago, because I had to put a new door frame in to hang the door, I went overkill on everything. It was ridiculous. We were struggling. Like I used spiral nail. It was just nuts. It was overkill slamming it together. But probably that's what held the barn together. But I remember replacing these boards here because the original barn had the doors hung on the logs. It was bad. So I remember putting this in. That was a long time ago. That's what keeps the wall straight right there. And this one here has probably kept this wall together all these years. So that's it. It's wide open, but it's a lot wider now because there was like 4 inches on each side. So it's like 8 inches wider opening. It's going to make it a lot brighter. And like I said, that log is going to be the ceiling of the front, is what it's going to work out to be. So we're ready to pour concrete tomorrow. It's I'll just give you a view here so you can see. Oh. Okay, look at my finger on that one. Oh, there it works. Okay, so that's the concrete's going to go up to there. So she's all chopped off, ready to go. So, but the canopy's there because it's supposed to be. There's a 30% chance of rain. 30%. So I just want to make sure that if that 30% does happen, all we have to do is snip the little the lines, the baler twine there, do the little snips, and roll it out like a canopy on an expensive RV. It'll be instant tent. So it's looking good, Inga? Yeah, you wouldn't believe how hard it was. Okay, I'm having a problem again. All right, there. I can lick this glove because it's a fresh, brand new glove, clean. It was so overkill. I'd use a 4-foot pry bar to get the door frame out. It was overkill. Everything I put in was overkill back then. But like I said, that's what probably held it together all these years. So tomorrow's concrete day. So I'm going to, that rope there is for holding big boats. It's not going to have a problem. Yeah, and the tarp is heavy. I went to M&R Feeds. It was $54 insurance policy is what that is. It's a brand new tarp. I didn't have a tarp big enough. I had a 12 by 16, but I needed 20 feet to get it past the edge of the barn. So I had to go to M&R Feeds and get a 20 by 16 instead of the 16 by 12. I had 16 by 10 tarp, which wasn't big enough. But it'll come out to, the tarp comes out to right about here when we stretch it out. So, and then we'll tie it down on the edges, pull it out to the edge and screw it to here if we have to, right to there if I have to. If everything goes right, we won't need a tarp tomorrow. If everything goes right, that's the plan. Because it's only a 30% chance. You gotta look at it positively. 70% chance it's not gonna rain. And the weatherman's been right so far. So let's just hope that I wake up tomorrow to a clear blue sky. If not, they can pour it and we can stretch the tarp out and have, it's like an insurance policy, Inga, you can relate to that. Insurance, it's nice to have when something goes wrong. So I'm just thinking ahead. Because I just don't want to have, be doing the pouring. If it starts raining, it just destroys the concrete. You don't get a nice finish. So it's a $54 insurance policy to make sure that a $1,400 concrete floor doesn't get wrecked. Because the problem is, if he polishes it up and he gets it all nice and smooth and gets it to set up nice and smooth, like my garage, what'll happen is the water pits it. And then all of a sudden it gets, it's a rough finish. And then, duck poop doesn't scrape up as nice. Because the end result is what we're hoping for is a smooth finish like this. That's what we want. Smooth. Just like that. Nice, smooth, smooth, smooth. Because if it's smooth, snow shovel, duck poop, it'll just be gone. Oh no, you don't need heated floor, Gail. Ducks don't need heat. Ducks and heat don't work. Don't work for ducks. Too hot. Then they get they pant. They go through a ton of water. Ideally, just their body heat, 0 degrees Celsius. That's all they need. 0 degrees. That's the secret temperature for ducks in the wintertime. 0, 5 below. That kind of thing. So. So I just don't want things to go wrong tomorrow. I want the floor planned, floor poured, so that we can get on with the next stage of the game here. Because it's November the 3rd, 2nd, I don't know. It's getting just November. I don't like November because November you can have snow, and snow comes this time of year. It takes days to melt if it melts, and then everything stays wet and muddy like that. Like you got to walking down there, you got to be careful. It's like grease, and it's going to stay like that until it freezes. That's the bad part. Virginia, the door frame did not come out with ease. It took us over 2 hours with a 4-foot pry bar to pry it out. It was a horror show. I couldn't believe it. It was all spiral nails, and it was just like nothing came out easy. So that's what I've done. So now I gotta go. I gotta clean up, and I gotta go to my garage because I gotta go pack up some people bought some t-shirts, made some donations to get t-shirts. I gotta go pack those up, get that taken care of. Plus I haven't done paperwork in a couple weeks. So I figure it's a nasty day, it's cool, and I don't really feel like doing anything else outside because I'm damp. And tomorrow is an exciting day. The door frame, no, it wasn't built to last. It was like I was stupid and just overkilled. That's all it was. Just stupid overkill. Like, it was ridiculous. I was like, why did I do all of this? Like, I was unscrewing, like I was like, it was just overkill. So I couldn't believe, like, nails every 5 inches apart. Like, it was just dumb, really dumb. 1/2 inch plywood with a 4-inch spiral nail into a log. What was I thinking? It had to be that's all I had here to do it. It's the only thing that makes any sense. Because, you know, I just, today, my state of mind, I wouldn't even think of going down that path. So it must have just, I had the stuff here and I was just whacking it in thinking I got to rebuild this corner, because back then the barn was collapsing. So I'm thinking that I did that to strengthen it up. And plus the door originally was hung on the logs and it was just a horror show. So it's all, it's ready tomorrow for the big day, the pour. So I'm going to say goodbye. I just wanted to show you what I did. And did I leave Doug in the garage? No, he's right there. There's Doug. Why did you think I was going to leave Doug in the garage? Oh, tomorrow I'll leave Doug in the garage? Oh, Doug might be staying in the house tomorrow. Because knowing him, he'd walk across the concrete. I bet money on it, put it that way. So Doug will be getting a day off tomorrow from everything. So that's what I did today. Gotta take my glove off, turn this off now. And I'm gonna go do a bunch of paperwork. The other side of the duck adventure.